Alright, there is an issue at hand. It is bothering the crap out of me. Why is somebody actually doing this? Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. Why? You're gonna try and disprove the existence of her arms by looking at her workout schedule. How much sense does that make? That makes absolutely no sense. It makes me so dumbfounded that's not even funny anymore. Like, why? Just why? I'm just gonna rant a little bit here on The Last of Us Part 2. I personally think The Last of Us Part 2 is not a bad game. Alright, as you can see, I have Part 2 right here, and I have some more stuff right down here at the bottom. I'm a fan of The Last of Us Part 2, and I think half of the hate The Last of Us Part 2 gets is because of the people on Xbox who can't play the game. Or people who haven't played the game and just hate it just because Abby is, a bodybuilder. Okay, so she took up bodybuilding. That doesn't mean that, A, she's trans, or B, she doesn't work out. I mean, come on, seriously. And even her gameplay suggests the fact that she's strong. I mean, she's fucking huge. There's no doubt about it. It's stupid. I'm getting so sick of this. And they're one of the arguments that they had was that there wasn't enough food. There's no food rations. She was in a group of people. She was in a fucking group with a place to stay that probably had food. It bothers the crap out of me. Upper body rest, jogging, full body rest, yoga rest. I'm sorry, by the way, guys, my allergies have been acting up, so if I do in the video, I'm sorry. Full body rest, low body weights, rest, yoga rest. Just because she did it and became built like an ox does not mean she's a man. I'm just so dumbfounded. I'm looking at my monitor right now, and I'm thinking, what exactly am I reading? This is the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. Because, like, if you want to be honest, yeah, the sex scene was pretty. I'm not gonna say horrendous, but it was pretty cringe. I watched the sex scene, and I was kind of like, why? Like, I felt like it was unnecessary to put the sex scene in there, and there were a few things that I disliked about the game, like such as the fact that they kept switching um from Abby over to Ellie, or Ellie over to Abby, however way you want to see it. A lot of people didn't like that. Personally, personally, I did not mind it. Yeah, what she did to Joel was that pissed me off. Made me want to kill her. But the way that they intended it was the way that they intended it. They wanted her. They wanted her side to be shown to a point to make it seem like where the point what path Ellie was taking is the way I saw it coming from. The Ellie was taking down a dark path, and a path that she soon realized that she didn't need to follow. And then going back to the house afterwards and doing her stuff, which I think that she caught up with Dina and she's still with Dina. I personally think that, only because of some evidence that proves that. But this right here, talking about how she's a transsexual just because she's built is really dumb. I just think it's dumb. I don't think you need to be calling her a transsexual just because she's freaking, she's buff. If you look at a bunch of muscular women, you'll see the same thing. Yeah, what she did was dumb. They even had a backstory on her. And she was a female. You could definitely tell she was a female. I mean, it's so stupid. These are people who haven't played the game. They see this stuff and they go, "Oh, I'm not gonna play it because she's a trans. Oh, trans, da da da." It's stupid. It's just so retarded how people are these days, and I don't really care what anybody thinks about this. I think it's dumb. I think the game was pretty good. There was stuff that needs to be better in the game, of course, but other than that, the game was good. There was nothing wrong with the game at all. And every time people keep complaining about this stuff, they either A, they haven't played the game and they need to play the game themselves, or B, they're just stupid. That's all I gotta say. Because this right here is literally the whole point. I saw this and I was just so dumbfounded. I was like, why? Why? What's the point? What's the point? For one, the game is already released. For two, it broke sales. I mean, yeah, Ghost of Tsushima apparently had more sales, but The Last of Us Part 2 is still a good game, and I don't want to hear it. You know what? We're going to see this. Alright, I typed it real fast, so I'm sorry if I typed something wrong. Alright, let's see here. Ghost vs. Last of Us 2. There we go. Republic World. Don't know who you are, but we're going to go on your website. Who outperformed who? There you go. Ghost of Tsushima is now PS4 fast-selling first-party original IP debut, more than 2.4 million units sold. So, well, I mean, for its new IP, all right, Last of Us 2 sold 4 million copies. So Last of Us 2 is Last of Us 2 is the biggest selling one that they've had. And it doesn't make any sense about the controversy because they still made money. So it doesn't matter how much controversy you say, people still play this game, people still like it. And look, if you go to look at the reviews, let's go to Last of Us Part 2 right here. Let's see here. Let me find the review part. See if I can find it. I don't know if I can. Last of Us 2 reviews. Alright, 4.7 out of 5. Okay, that's what it is right now. User review scores. I know what I need to go on. Metacritic. Alright, so the user score on Metacritic is 5.6. And they changed that from where it was before at about, what, 2 or 3? Only because you have to be able to play the game. Like, I'd give it a 9. That's what I'd give it. I like the game. I thought it was good. I don't really care. So, 6 out of 10. I can't imagine gameplay being too rewarding for multiplayer. Playthrough trailer was very misleading. Just filler. The main couple of the game have disappointing chemistry compared to Ellie's interaction. Alright, so for the chemistry part with Abby, some of the things I didn't quite understand that they did with Abby, but I didn't think it was bad to a point where it was, completely jarring or not. I was emotionally into the story. Some of the parts, I will say, I did get bored playing as Abby. That's quite obvious. I did get bored playing as Abby just a little bit, but it was almost at the end of her story. I kind of got a little bit bored playing as Abby. But as soon as I got flopped over, and we played as Ellie, went through that place and started shooting up everything. It was it was fun. It was fun then. I didn't mind rescuing Abby. Then the end of the part, I really think Ellie should have killed Abby. That should have been the ending of it, and that should have been the ending of it. That's just my opinion. This whole video has been my opinion. If you guys disagree or agree, just go ahead and do it. It's fine by me. This is gonna be my Tuesday video for you to toss games. I just had to go on a rant there because I saw that earlier and it just made me so upset. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys.